Morning guys, Outdoor Archives here today. Going to do a review of a GSI stove. I've owned the stove for, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months. I've used it probably about 6 or 7 times, and I've had a few other GSI products, and you know what, I've really liked them, so I wanted to take a little bit of time with this stove. It's lightweight, it's good for backpacking, hiking, weighs 2.4 ounces, it's made out of stainless steel and aluminum, and it puts out 8,750 BTUs. So let me get it out of here, and we'll show it to you. Okay guys, here's my GSI cook set. I've reviewed this previously, and I absolutely love it. And you know how I love to nest things, so I did manage to nest the stove in here. That's the little guy there. The GSI Canister Stove comes in its own little case here, nicely done, keeps it protected. And I'd say it's a pretty nice looking stove in general. They say it has a built-in wind protection. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if it's this plate up here. I'm sure you will need a wind screen if the wind gets too bad, but I think we'll try it out and see. There's not too much wind today, but anyway, these fold out. Let's see how they go here. Like that, and where do you go? Like that. All right, and this is the control here. Comes on out, and then you can open and close. One thing I noticed is that in order for you to actually close this, you have to actually turn the gas on. So this has to be to a certain point, and then when you screw in the canister, the gas starts coming out. So that's one thing I'm wishing they could, they could improve, is that when it's closed, it would wrap open. So you have to turn it like a quarter turn or something, and then it will fold. But not too big a deal. So there it is. I'm gonna get some water, and desperately need for a coffee, so I'm gonna hook one of those up right now. Alright guys, so this water's been sitting out all night, and it was a cold night. We got just almost to freezing, and I can feel the water's really cold, and in fact it's not all that warm right now outside, so this stove does have its work cut out for it. We're also kind of on the top of a hill here, and it's wide open. I was just ATVing, and I actually wanted to find a wooded area, but we had rain for 3 days, so I'm trying to get into the woods today. It's just not going to happen, and not without me going all terrain myself. So we're doing it on here, right on top of the ATV. So let's start this guy up. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not all that loud for, a high output stove, I've got to say. I have some Chinese brands, a lot louder than this, although they do work pretty well. I think they're almost the same. I haven't compared side to side, but this is not quite as loud, and those ones are definitely a lot more affected by wind than this one. I just checked my phone, and we've got about a 7 mile/hour wind today. Nothing too bad, but it doesn't seem to be affecting it all that much. So let's get this coffee going. I'm trying something new today. Made my own coffee bags. So I just got some tea bags, filled it with coffee, and I'm going to try it out, see how it works. So, let me know if you're interested in knowing how to do that. Pretty simple. Wow, it's only been a couple of minutes, and it's starting to bubble, so I don't know exactly how this is supposed to be done, but I think I'm going to put the coffee in now and start letting it kind of steep. The smell of coffee fills the fresh country air. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to let it sit a while. So if you can see, this has a pretty wide stance if you're going to put a kettle on there or anything else. And I mean, I haven't tried it head to head with any other stove, but out of the stoves I've used, this is definitely one of the quicker ones. And It's definitely less affected by wind than some of the other ones. I'm not saying it's not affected, but it's less affected. It's also quieter. A couple things that I've noticed just using it the 4 or 5 times that I have. So I'm gonna let this coffee kind of steep and have my coffee and give you my thoughts. Hey guys, so I'm enjoying my cup of coffee, thank God. It was just a nice day being out here. I'm the only one out, just out on an ATV, kind of exploring some woods and new areas. This area just opened up to ATVs not long ago, so it's kind of my first time here. I was on the other side. I've been out there plenty, but I've never been out here. So it's kind of nice to explore. And you know, while I'm at it, I brought my stove out here and wanted to give you guys a review of it. So far, it's not the most compact stove, but it is very compact. It seems to be more effective than, you know, the Chinese ones, although this one costs, you know, 4 or 5 times as much. I think it's going to be more durable. I've had it 4 or 5 months. I've used it only about 5 or 6 times, but I don't see any foresee any problems on the Chinese ones that I've ordered. I have had some problems with them, so minor stuff. But another thing is it does not come with its own igniter. If that's a problem for you, I think everyone now carries a lighter, matches, whatever. It does compact down really nicely, and you can nest it into your other pots, pans, and whatever else you might have. Boils water pretty quickly. I haven't put it head to head against any of my other stoves, but the few times I have used it, it does seem to boil water a lot quicker. And you know, in some cases you won't need a windscreen with this one. It's a lot less effective. It's a lot less affected by the wind. So all in all, it's a good stove. Probably going to be my #1 stove from now on. And you know, I hope you like this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We want to see you in the next video. See you then.